kickboxer from Iran fighting
Talibov.
The arena kickboxer comes with a good recommendation. His trainer, Mr. Benfar, said he's a very well prepared kid. Let's see how Talibov, our Kyokushinkai karate man from Kazakhstan, is going to do against Komkov. A big size difference. Komkov's a little bit bigger and stronger. He seems to be ready. He wants to get started.
We saw Talibov. He was very impressive in his early fight. He did get that cut in the last tournament in the back of the head. So hopefully that won't break open too easily and he'll be able to move on and fight tough in this fight. Both fighters looking fresh and ready to go. Komkov in the black trunks, Talibov in the white karate pants. Some sloppy punches there by Komkov, but very aggressive. Cat got caught coming in there. A nice right hand by Talibov. Talibov, again, as we've seen his styles in past fights, he's very aggressive. Pushes off, a nice front kick.
Yeah, and his lightweight, his light frame enables him to move around and not feel cornered by his opponent. He just comes to apply a few strikes and he moves again. Very smart fighter.
Gotta stick and move, gotta stick and move.
Komkov trying to take him down, succeeds.
Komkov, we don't know too much about this guy, but he is a big, strong guy, and we know he does keep coming. A very aggressive style. He says he just stays on his opponent.
Going for an arm lock. Iranians are great wrestlers.
Talibov having the answer for it. Knowing what to do. Not much of an answer, I guess. He had the right idea, which was to hold his other hand, not to release that arm. The bigger man, Komkov, able to break free. He had great positioning, and he finished the fight. Took some shots doing it. We could see the blood trickling off his face, but the bigger, stronger guy won that one. We'll look at it again in slow motion. You look at a nice cut there. He threw a punch and then got caught with a beautiful right hand right on the button. He had to think about that one. And we'll look at it again. He was not getting the better punches. He knew he had to close the distance. Great punches by Talibov, but the big guy was able to stay on him. He knew that was his shot. You can see Talibov sticking and moving. The judo man trying to make some throws, able to control the little man, held him by his neck. As they say, go for the neck. Where the neck goes, the body will follow. Here, a nice rollover move. And the legs around the head. Pulls that arm free. And a beautiful armbar finishes that fight.
Komkov showing a great display of skills tonight.
Yeah, he did a good job. A lot of toughness to stay in there after taking some good shots. He ate a big right hand. But in no holds bar, you got to stay tough.
And the next fight of the night is going to be Vasily Kudin, the Greco-Roman from Russia. He'll fight Viktor Yerohin, the Sambo 220-pounder. This match should be very interesting. We're going to have the Greco-Roman against the Sambo fighter. I'm sure they're going to go quickly to the ground. And from that point, I think Yerohin should have the advantage of being a Sambo fighter. He showed more knowledge as far as submissions are concerned, while Kudin stayed on the ground. I felt a little too long with Budoku, and he wasn't really able to apply any submission skills.
Both very aggressive fighters, both coming right out to their opponents. This one should be a good one. You saw Kudin in his earlier fight. He just clinched on and stayed there, endured a little punishment, but stayed in his fight. Yerohin, just as the aggressive style, just stayed on the little man that he fought. So I expect a nice fight here. These guys on paper, very evenly matched. Yerohin a little bit bigger in the weight category, but a little bit shorter. So a very even match. This one was a much anticipated fight. Both of these guys expected to do well in this tournament. I'm excited.
And here they go.
Yerohin stalking. Greco-Roman making the first connection, trying to go low, and he'll try and throw the opponent. That's what he wants. That's his big move, is the roll. Yerohin having the answer, rolling back over. He knows that's a familiar position. Very unusual that you see a Greco-Roman wrestler on his back like Kudin, but he's dealing with a very tough Sambo fighter here tonight. You'll see the Sambo fighter going for the ankle lock. He knows those well, as we've seen in earlier fights. He'll try and stay with that ankle, try and roll with it. Kudin doing the right thing. You have to keep rolling, and he has to tap out. That's it. Kudin, not experienced in finishing holds, gets caught with an ankle lock, a beautiful move. Really, Yerohin has really shown the skills of a Sambo fighter. This is the type of things that they study. He is the only one I've seen thus far who has really stayed in his game, fighting his art, showing the discipline of Sambo.
Yeah, I really saw that coming. Yerohin being a Sambo fighter, he should have the advantage. Now we go to bracket B. First, let's go to the slow motion.
We'll look at the attempted takedown by Kudin. Unable to really get a good throw. He tries to roll back, falls on the backside. He wants to throw his opponent down. Yerohin comes up on the mounted top position, rolls up, comes with a couple of punches. His big move is to grab one of those feet, grab that ankle, roll up and over, and as you'll see, that ankle is ready to pop as well as the knee. Kudin has no chance and has to tap out or give up some serious ligament damage.
And to the bracket B we go. First fight of the night, we're going to have Besedin against Yerohin, then Vovchanchyn against Adilson Bita, Golovhovin against Gogol. Mikhail is going to be fighting Besedin as a 5'1", at 5'11", 210, a kickboxer from Belarus. Many fighters from Belarus and Russia tonight. Mikhail is one of the favorites for tonight, as I told you in this bracket. This bracket is very tough, actually, Greg Friedman. I believe that Ricardo Moraes, the strong guy on the other side, you know, had a easier bracket than these guys on this side, because on this side we have Mikhail Yerohin against Besedin, we had Vovchanchyn, we had Bita, and Trey Tellingham. Very, very tough bracket. And now we go to Mikhail, our Sambo fighter. He seems to be in a little better shape. They weigh about the same. Their height is about the same. So size will not be different in this match.
So it's kickboxing against Sambo. Two very evenly matched guys, size-wise. Two totally different styles. The Sambo fighter and really a big wrestler. When we see him training in the gym earlier, mostly his techniques seem to be like American-style wrestling. So really, it's really interesting to hear what they claim their techniques are, and then their training seems to be really different. So let's see what happens here. They immediately go to the clinch. Mikhail throwing some heavy punches, nothing really happening too much. The kickboxer in a decent position here on the side control. Let's see if he's able to fight for it. Actually, excuse me, it's Mikhail, the Sambo fighter, on top.
Yeah, Mikhail Yerohin on top, the Sambo fighter. He's controlling his opponent, Besedin. I think Mikhail has a better chance in this match, being the grappler. He showed great skills and good submission skills. He applied an arm bar in his last fight. He attacked for a leg lock, and now he's trying to go for the mount position. So you can tell this guy is really well. He's got a good knowledge of the ground game.
He's a very powerful guy. You can see those punches. He's really not hitting with the knuckles too strongly. He's not a great puncher, but he's a very strong guy, and you can bet that guy is feeling it on the bottom. Besedin, a very tough guy, standing, but on the ground he's really out of his realm. You see Mikhail trying to get the hand free. He'll try and push that free. Now he'll try and sweep. Now next move he'll try and up, and it's a tap. Beautiful move for an arm. He could have broken that arm there. We'll try and look at that again here in slow motion, because there was a very nice move and an easy fight for Mikhail, who's really shown us here a lot tonight. He was expected to do well. He has done well, making quick moves, finishing both of his fights with submission. He is a man to be reckoned with.
Okay, and then we go to the next match, which is...
Let's first try and take a look at that in slow motion. See if we can see how the distance is closed here by Mikhail. Underneath, he's throwing some punches. Not too much action going on there as far as anything with any power, but he's able to control his opponent, hold him, take him to the ground where he's very comfortable. This is where he wants to be. That's what he told us. He was going to close the distance quick. He didn't feel any of these kickboxers, boxers, or any strikers were going to be able to do anything to him tonight. He went to the ground, put some body shots on his opponent. Now he's working the arm underneath on the other side. And then he works this arm, bends back, and he's got the arm underneath on their side. It's really hard from that shot to get it, but he could have broken the arm there.